Okay, we're going to call this one Think About Your Thoughts. Think about your thoughts. When I got divorced some years ago, there was nothing outlandish about our story. She was rather normal, and I fancy that so was I. But during the whole process of splitting up and trying to reconcile, I discovered that she did not or could not think about her thoughts. The whole divorce thing set me on a journey to think about my thoughts. What a journey! Wow. We have these thoughts, but where did they come from? The history of thought is a powerful thing. Why? Why do people think this as opposed to that? Why do damn Yankees have a self-righteous, meddlesome thinking, whereas Southerners are known for their hospitality, and when you knock on their door, they say, "Hi, Shug, come on in, are you hungry?" Southerners think differently than damn Yankees. But why? Turns out that New England was settled by uptight Londoners, also known as Puritans. And the South was settled by the Scots, who didn't want to meddle, they just wanted to be left alone. My point is, thinking about your thoughts and our way of thinking, whatever it is, comes to us from somewhere. Regarding economic thought, most folks think like John Maynard Keynes. If you escape Keynes' way of thinking, you'll discover von Mises. Either way, your thoughts have a history beyond your little brain. My wife wanted a divorce. I asked why. I've since learned that you should never ask a woman why. She gave me one lame excuse after another. She did not know how to think about her thoughts. Truthfully, she wanted a divorce because she was bored with things and she wanted the newness of chasing the milkman or the biker dude. Whatever. But she couldn't say to her family and friends, "I'm bored, therefore I'm divorcing him." No, you need to justify yourself and your behavior, so you invent excuses galore. One of her excuses for the divorce was this. She said, "My brother walked the dog and no one had to ask him to walk the dog." Who can puzzle that one out? Anyway, back to free willers and their way of thinking. They are just as stubborn and self-righteous as any unpleasant person you've ever met, and yet they can totally justify themselves and their behavior. They think they have a free will, when in fact they are oh so predictable. I quoted Romans 11:32, where it says God locks up altogether in stubbornness, to my favorite free will chick, saying to her, "God told me you were stubborn." Speaking as if I were a Southern Baptist who had a personal conversation with God, and she was very insistent. "I am not stubborn. I clearly humbled myself to God," etc. As to the history of thought, we who seek out God find that God truly is the ultimate source of all thought. The serpent in the garden did not have an original thought when he said to the woman, "You won't really die." He was playing his part. All is out of God, through God, and for God. Remember Romans 11:36? God hardens whom he will. Romans 8 and chapter 9. In a sense, we read the Bible to discover the history of thought. We want to have right thinking. We're all like Saul on the road to Damascus, knocked off our feet and blinded and hearing a voice but seeing no one. I, for one, am thrilled to be on this journey to discover the history of thought as it has led me to God. The most glorious thing is we rely on the living God who is the Savior of all mankind, especially of believers. 1 Timothy 4:10. Grace to you. Ace.